All right. So, welcome everybody. This is Cold War Gates. Looks like I'm going to be solo casting tonight. I've got, as you see on the screen, I've got Operation Indecision versus Samyang Fire in Week 5, Tier 0. Just 2 series today. Not going to be too long. Uh, without any further ado, let's just get into it. First game we've got here is Neblime, aka Not Lemon, for Samyang Fire in the top right, in the, what is this, pink? I'll call it pink. Pink Terran. Bottom left, we have DM Keen, aka sometimes a little Chava. I believe he's just changing to Keen full time now. As the blue Zerg for Operation, or no, for Samyang Fire. I think I had it backwards. Neblime is on Operation Indecision. So I'm a mediocre Protoss player, therefore I'm the most qualified to cast this TVZ here. So just bear with me, guys. I don't really know how this map works in this matchup. I know I always feel really uncomfortable on this map, like every matchup. My guess is like there's a lot of airspace that would be really good for mutas. Like this natural seems really easy to poke. But I feel like it would be really hard for Zerg to get a third. Because either you take one that's close by your natural, which makes it easier for Terran to push, or you take these ones that are down here in the corner, but they're so wide open. It'd be hard to cover with, just 1 or 2 lurkers. But that's just my intuition. It's very likely to be wrong. So far, we don't see anything crazy. Everything looks normal. Looks like Keen is going for that 12 hatch. Neblime throwing in a barracks. We'll have to see if he gets a gas. I have heard that Goliath build is good on this map. Possibly for the reasons I discussed earlier. But by no means mandatory. It looks like Keen is checking some kind of proxy action at his third base. Not a bad idea. I feel like a lot of people are uncomfortable on this map, and that makes them more likely to do some crazy proxy play. But nothing here today like that. Everything's standard. No gas from Neblime, so it looks like it'll just be a 1-Rax expansion. Looks like he's saving up for that too. Looks like he's going to get it before the depot. It's a bit greedier, but a bit more economic. Or, a bit greedier, but a bit less safe. But won't be a problem against this 12 hatch here from Keen. Some scouting action going on, not too much damage or anything getting dealt. There's that second depot. Gas to finish promptly. Looks like it'll be a 2-hatch play from Keen here. Makes a lot of sense. My uneducated Protoss opinion. Now, if I've learned anything from watching people who are actually good casts, a good response to 2-hatch Muta is 2-Rax Academy. We do see 2 barracks here. No gas yet. Oop. What did I do? There we go. Alright. That 2-Rax Academy push is able to get out there in time. Just do some damage before the mutas come out. Able to get enough Marines to at least not die to the mutas, hopefully. Allows you to safely check up and continue the game. It looks like that gas is going down, but we have an academy here. Yeah, called it. High level analysis in this game. So that command center is finished. No transfer yet, but I'm sure it's coming. What? Man, I didn't even notice this. It happens to be all the time in game. I spend so much effort trying to scout the main, and they just make the lair in the natural. Looks like the lair is almost done. Speed is almost done as well. Looking very standard here at a Keen. Getting that second gas, getting ready to power up on some mutas. Everything looks normal here. 2 barracks. Academy is almost done. Gonna start stem. Get ready to make some medics. a decent amount of links here. Not too much, and it should get driven off by these basic defenses here from Nebline. Yeah, get the Spire started. Making some more links. Nothing too bad to the ordinary. The natural on this map is so wide. You can see like Nebline has to do so much here to wall it off. Even then, the Zerglings are trying to get around. So they will be able to poke a bit at the worker line, but shouldn't really get too much damage done. That's just so annoying. Trading 2 links for an SUV. It's probably good for Zerg, but it's not so amazing. Definitely just part of this map you have to deal with this natural base layout works. I wonder if you can wall off like in this direction. That's easier. You know, like here instead of diagonally here. I don't know. Should see some mutas soon. Okay, timing's been off. Well, he's been spending all his larva on these links. He's not gonna have that much. Yeah, only be able to make 2 mutas in the first wave. Not what you want, I imagine, as a Zerg player, but there is a potential for him to just take advantage of this huge natural here. This is a lot of links. It's kind of funny to wait till the Spire is done and then make a bunch of links, right? I feel like it'd be better to do it earlier. But we are seeing more mutas come out. Turrets are going up in the main, starting to go up in the natural, just in time for Nebline. I am worried about this link run by though. This is quite a few links. Let's see how it goes down. Mutas are going to run around looking for opportunities to deal damage. Or just pulling up behind the natural, waiting for some more mutas. Not much point in going in with 2. This seems like enough turrets to me, to my untrained eye. Picking off a Marine as it spawns from the barracks. Not bad. Oh, drawing the entire army towards the base. Nebline thinks better of it. Goes back, covering this gap. Keen getting up his 3rd in the meantime. Oh, Nebline moving out, finding these Marines. Got a significant amount of, or he found the Zerglings. He has a significant amount of Marines. +1 just started. But should have enough to deal with all these units from Zerg. Keep not making that many mutas. Seems like alright. It seems like Nebline already invested so much on these turrets. Whoa! Alright. That one I expected to happen. Alright. I don't know. Maybe somebody better than me can tell me that. But maybe it's just because he made so many links and didn't get anything done with him, but he never tried to get anything done with him. You know, I would have thought if he thought he was in the position where he made too much army and couldn't catch up in the economy, you might as well like go in with these units free. GG. I don't know. I don't know. Well, that is 1 game for Nebline. Let me update my super fancy score tracker. Oh. Oh, shit. Alright. Can you hear me now? Alright. Oh, man. Sorry. I did not realize I even muted the, I even muted the mic. Alright. Well, I probably didn't say much important anyway. We got 3 hatch play from Keen. Looks like a, I'm going to guess, I believe this is 5 racks plus 1 coming out of Neblime, which I believe is better suited to dealing with 3 hatch than 2 racks Academy. The push comes out later, but comes out with that plus 1 and a lot more units. Thanks for letting me go now. No, guys, that would have been real dumb if I continued the rest of this cast as a mime. It was like 4 minutes. Gross. The first game was good though, right? Like, at least I was on mic. So we got 6 flings here. Not going to find any chance to deal damage over here. And while I'm throwing down some more barracks, I feel really smart because up to 5 when I understood the build correctly. Keen throwing down 2 sunks. I don't know if it's because he couldn't verify that it was mech or not. I don't know. I just know you got an early sunk against mech to stop vultures. Looks like he's going to take, or yeah, looks like he might be setting up for an early 3rd. Oh, well, never mind. That's not a Spire. That's a Hydralisk Den. So skipping the Spire altogether, going 3 hatch Lurker. Not the most standard thing, but it's not unheard of. You know, maybe if you aren't feeling confident in your Muta Micro or you just want to switch it up, just get Lurkers. Kind of skips a phase of the game. Kind of give up some of the ability to keep Terran in their base, but you get stronger defense early and lets you translate that into this faster 3rd base. Makes a lot of sense. I think we heard a scan. I didn't quite see where it went off, but if it went off basically anywhere in the Zerg base, you'd probably realize there's not a Spire. I believe they're supposed to hit by now anyway. Alright, thank you, Razor. It's good to know what happened there. It's kind of confused. So, Hydra level GG timing. Something happened here. Shooting his own depot slightly just to tell who's boss. So we got Lurkers coming up. This base is locked down for now. I don't really know what the Terran response here is. Looks like he did not figure it out because he's getting all these turrets. You definitely do not need these turrets against Lurkers. I guess he did not scan somewhere useful. Now he's going to see Hydras. He's going to see this late Spire starting. He's going to know, oh damn it, I wasted like, what is this, like 1,000 minerals on turrets? That feels bad. Wait, they're only 75, right? So it's like 750 minerals. Still, more than you want to spend. Looks like he's going to try to, you know, get out there and deal some damage. Realize he didn't wait at home for mutas, but there are Lurkers covering most of these paths. Except this one right here. But there's some Lurkers morphing, there's sunks here. Not going to be a lot of opportunity for your Neblime to get anything done. That's gotta feel bad. Looks like he has a worker going now. Is he gonna hide a base? Interesting, could work. Zerg's not gonna be on the map for a longer amount of time than he would normally. Second gas. Yep, definitely gonna have to get tanks and or vessels to deal with all these Lurkers. One way or the other, until something that isn't gonna die in 2 hits. Keen taking the time to run up his 3rd. Double Evo chambers. I believe this is how you're supposed to play fast Lurker play. The Spire, I can only imagine, is for Scourge to deal with vessels. Seems a bit early for that, but I suppose if Terran had figured it out that it was Lurker play, he would have teched faster. Catching some links on the map, but not too important. Looks like maybe Keen is aware that Terran might try to hide a base because he's getting awful close to this sneaky SCV over here. Does that lab know there's a 3rd? Don't think so. It's not there. Ooh, I heard transporting. Uh-oh. Lurker drops. Getting ready. Always dangerous. Looks like he does scan this base with the lurkers. He sees the overlords. I would be pretty suspicious if I saw like 3 lurkers stacked up, just flying into a corner of the map. Seems pretty shifty to me. It looks like he is maybe getting in position to cut those off. Smart read from Neblim. I don't think these lurker drops have too much potential to do damage. There's already detection all over the Terran base. It looks like he's got enough units at home to stop it. Yep, looks like he is just looking around, trying to cover every possible angle. So we're going to see the tanks and vessels route here. Good way to deal with lurkers. See Scourge already out though. 2 sunks here? This can only be the cover like drops, right? Like if you're just trying to cover the ramp, you just put the sunks here. So he might be worried about drops from the Terran player. Looks like he maybe not feeling too great, but certainly seems okay in this game. It's like he kind of caught Neblim unprepared, but Neblim is prepared for these lurkers. Scaring him away, but Zerg doesn't lose anything just yet. Kind of in an awkward position, but none of these units are dead. Definitely going to be a long time before Terran can do much of anything. To the Zerg, we got 2 tanks here, but they don't even look like they're ready to move out. The first vessel just started. It's going to be a while before Terran has any chance of pushing out. Finally, this depot does get spanked. Taken out of the way. Oh, lurker drops. I didn't even see that. Snake all the way around. Getting into this awkward little corner of the Terran base. Not too much to damage here, just some depots. Oh, taking out the turret. That's dirty. But gonna take some effort to clean up. Taking back his whole army. Gonna buy a Zerg holder like whole minute. Scans go down, sieges go up. These should get cleared up, but they have bought a lot of time for the Zerg player. Just like a depot and a turret, this depot might burn down. Oh, it's still there. Is this depot going to burn down? He doesn't notice. He's targeting the other one, but this one might burn down as well. So get a couple depots and a turret for some lurkers. Mathematically, it seems better for Terran, but just the sheer amount of time that it bought the Zerg player before this push can move out. Oh, what do I... Oh, no, never mind. All right. Sneaking in there. Even I missed it. That was like 20 kills on these lurkers. That's pretty brutal. Zerg is about equal on supply, actually up right now. That has got to feel good. So Zerg, I'd say, in a pretty good position here. Still no sight of high tech, but who needs that when you're already up on supply? You just killed 20 workers. Looks like he's just going for another drop. Oh. Alright. I don't think he has this many units to drop in the first place. Maybe if he picks up all these lurkers in his bases. This is like the carnival trick with the bowls, and you kind of slide them around and try to figure out what bowl the coin's under, but it's with the overlords. This is so many. You can feel like a maxed arm in this overlords. Here we go. Going to be some lurkers and hydras. So not even lurker ling, lurker hydra. Terran is moving out, kind of in this direction. Maybe he's trying to catch this drop, but no, I think he's just trying to get ready to move out. He's just realized he's spent like 13 minutes, hasn't done any damage to the Zerg, but this is exactly when Keen is going to take the opportunity to move in with this huge drop. Here we go, lurkers getting set up. Nothing here from Terran to stop. Just one tank sitting in the back, but not enough to take on, what is this, 8 lurkers? 8 lurkers and a good amount of hydras. Tank goes down, just some bio here. Meanwhile at the front, Terran trying to push in. Oh, so many lurkers hatching. They get to almost, they get to like what, a third health, but oh, they just don't burrow. Keen's is looking elsewhere. It's doing big damage here, but I don't think it's enough. I think it's going to get worn down by reinforcements. Almost all the Marines are dead. Yeah. Deadline has to tap out. His base gets just chewed up by this big lurker drop. And we go into game 3. Come on, there we go. How does... Okay, I don't know how my sound keeps muting when I change things. It's weird. But, can you hear me now? Weird. Alright, thanks again. Thanks again. I should pay more attention to that. I don't know how it keeps muting itself. So anyway, like I was saying to myself, I think Overwatch is pretty good for Zerg. I don't think it's like too skewed, but I think the fact that most of the bases are on high ground, so it can be covered with lurkers. The mineral line is pretty friendly to mutas. I think as a Zerg player, you should feel pretty good going into this map. The players sticking with the openings they were doing before. No big deviations yet. Looks like we'll see 2-hatch muta from Keen. Hopefully it'll go a bit better than first game. I have a hotkey, but it's like on my numpad, so it's not like I'm accidentally hitting that. Like I only have one hand on my mouse down. I don't know. It's probably some weird ops thing I'm not aware of. Or Streamlabs or whatever software this is. I'll figure it out later. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. So far everything looks pretty normal. Keen getting command center before he's sticking depot. It's a bit greedier, but just like game one, it's a 2-player map. He got into the Zerg base pretty fast. He knows that he's safe here. 12-edge doesn't have a lot of chance of opportunity for early damage for the Zerg player. Oh, I didn't see a Case Killer 262 follow. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. Hello, QLesp. You get to catch the mic portion of the cast. You don't get to watch the no sound portion. Getting that fast layer again. Powering up to those mutas as fast as possible. Looks like we'll see a Chirax Academy one more time. Proving once again that my mediocre knowledge of this matchup has been proven correct. We're see an early stock again? No, it's just a rally point. So, oh, no, it's not 2-hatch Spire. It is 2-hatch Lurkers. So I believe, contrary to last game with the 3-hatch Lurker, 2-hatch Lurker is much more aggressive, trying to get into the Terran natural before they get enough bunkers or turrets up. I don't know if it has to necessarily all in, but it is more aggressive than the 3-hatch Lurker build. You see Keen is putting in an effort to make this hard to scout here. Using these lanes to block the ramp. So will Nebline be able to fish it out in time? At least they'll have an academy. Hopefully they'll get scanners. I won't be totally left in the dark against these lurkers. Yeah, we see a lurker aspect coming up. No hydras in production yet. Just drones. Doesn't want a hydra to pop in front of this SCV. That would feel really bad if you were Zerg. So far, I don't see any indication that Nebline has figured this out. Seems like he's just going on with his build. Excuse me. See the first Hydra to start to pop. Lurker aspect, I think, is almost done. We see the Zerg starting to get in position outside of the Terran Natural. Where's that scan going off? Scanning everything in the main, seeing that Hydra Den, seeing that layer. Whoop. Seeing that layer. Should know what he's up against now. Yeah, we see the second bunker coming up. He already has scans. Now he's got to save them up. Probably going to get an eBay. Yep, an eBay just to feel safe. Looks like that was already started. Probably in preparation for Mutas. Just going to turret back here. Make it hard to snipe. Ooh, we got 2 extra bunkers coming down. Looks like Nebline absolutely does not want to get ganked by these lurkers. They're morphing pretty far out. Now this is something that I was thinking about recently. Obviously I'm a TOS player, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, don't lurkers run faster than Hydras? They certainly they run faster than Hydras without the speed upgrade. So wouldn't it be better to morph them kind of closer to home and then run across the map? I don't know. So the SCVs catch the lurkers. That's probably what they were out here to do. Got 4 lurkers here. This turret looks like it'll probably get up in time, just barely. Looks like the Zerg is going to take a more conservative approach to this. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, there's no third hatch, there's no third base coming out here for Zerg. They gotta probably have to get some damage done to justify all this investment into this. But they kind of creep up here for no reason. It's going to just give Terran more time to get more bunkers, more turrets, more units. Yeah, we got a factory down and more barracks going down. Nebline, I think this is the right response from him. I'll have to see if it's good enough. But it should be pretty hard to bust 3 bunkers, the turret, and 2 scanners, I would imagine. This SCV can only be to like scout for more lurkers, morphing, or something. I would be very surprised if he's trying to expand right now. Getting out of his bunkers. You trying to move out? I would hope not. All's quiet here on this front. People are just staring at each other menacingly. More and more lurkers. Alright, so this has to be all in. This is so. What is this like? That's 8? 13 lurkers? Ooh. 15 lurkers? That's a lot of lurkers. I don't know the math on this one. But 3 bunkers starting to feel like maybe not enough. Science facility coming down somewhere? A dropship with a control tower. Probably, I assume it's for science vessels. Could be for dropships, taking advantage of the fact that the whole Zerg army is here. But if I were a Terran, I would just be scared about dying right now. Tank's starting to get up. I can only imagine Siege is coming. Siege is almost done. I feel like Terrans are getting more and more stuff they would need against this lurker bust. But there are so many lurkers. Let's see how it works out. Yeah, at some point. Alright, looks like, yep, Zerg is going to go in here. Is Terran ready? Stimming and popping back into the lunkers, pretty clutch. Bunkers. Lurkers coming up. There's so many, though. I think it's just not enough from Terran. Terran goes down, he has to use a scan. Yeah, all of the Marines going down, the bunker going down. No kind of repair or anything, but I don't know if you could repair against this many lurkers. Absolutely brutal here from Keen. Like it'll be enough to knock Nebline out of this game. Alright. So Keen having a rough time of game 1, but switching it up in game 2 and 3. Kind of seems like he got the better of Nebline in the scouting and mind games department. And pulling himself into a victory. There there you go. That is our first series going to Samyang Fire. And I gotta update all my little thingies here. Mike muted again when I change scenes. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, getting into the next series here. We have Novita, which is Razor Suke, right? Or Razor Suke, I don't know how you say it, against Shroom of Doom. Who is Shroom of Doom? Oh, that's why I'm noob. Everybody uses all these different usernames. Confuses me all the time. I think Shroom of Doom goes by why I'm noob normally. So let me update all my silly overlay things, and then we'll get into the next series. Indecision. The K is capitalized. Suke is very important. Alright, let's get into the game. Alright, it did mute this time. I'm not muted, correct? Yes, it looks like I'm not muted. Alright, so we have Novita, possibly aka Razor Suke, in the top right, in the, I believe this is bluish gray again, Zerg, for Samyang Fire. And in the bottom left, I think this is Magenta, Shroom of Doom, aka Why I'm Noob, for our Operation Indecision. So, the same matchup as our first series. And, of course, every week we have the same maps for that week. So, the same map. Again, I hardly know anything about this matchup as a Protoss player, but I feel like this map is going to be uncomfortable for Zerg overall. At least to take a third base seems kind of gross. But what do I know? Ooh, double SCVs coming out. That's not normal. And there's no depot started. I have to believe that this is for a BBS. Or some kind of early shenanigans. So you definitely don't need two SCVs to scout on this map. Is the Overlord going to see it? I believe it is. Yep, this SCV gets caught. This is what I'm always terrified of when I try to do some kind of cheese. I don't know if I don't know the map well enough. I'm not going to know all the little routes to take. So, Razor Suke should be aware. This barracks is coming down. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. That is so dirty. Oh, I love it. I've seen someone did this to me in a PvP. They put a pylon here and then like cannon behind it. It wasn't actually good, but it was cool. Terran really is the hardest race. You have to deal with your workers like sliding around your depots. Looks like he does get it done in time, but I'm sure that SCV gets bruised a little bit. Should be enough. So I guess this isn't quite a BBS. He's just gonna, I would assume, he's just gonna put some Marines back here, just slow the Zerg down as much as possible. Let's see what. Oh, he's gonna put a bunker down? That's even dirtier. It's like not even necessary because I don't think anything can get past this. That's so dirty. Looks like Razor is going to try to sunken push this depot out of his base, which is not a sentence I expected to say today. Still outrange the bunker. That's why I think it's just not necessary. But again, I have no idea what I'm talking about in this matchup. He's getting the gas. He's gonna like go to tanks. Is he like gonna go all in on this? Just keep the Zerg bottle up as long as possible. That'd be pretty amazing. Of course, there's all number of other units he could make with gas, but I feel like it's just gonna some tanks here, some turrets. Might as well expand to this base. Really lock it down. Trying to make some links to poke down that depot, but the Marines in
the bunker. Exactly what you need to push them away. It's just gonna take Sunkens. I don't know, maybe Hydras or something stupid from the Zerg, but Sunk is probably the best way to go do it. Don't look at me for a high-level analysis of TVZ, alright? I just know that these buildings are way too close to each other. That's really all I understand about this game. Getting that what is this building? Barracks. Lifted off, get better vision. So, you know, I feel like he's understanding that this contain here has a limited lifespan. Just gonna get as much vision as possible. Seeing the fast layer, the one base layer, because the Zerg is stuck. Meanwhile, he is getting that factory down. Putting a guy putting a guy into gas. So I don't know what 2 guys in gas means. It's like I know what 1 guy in gas. I know what 3 guys in gas. I don't know what 2 guys in gas. Is that a meaningful thing? I don't know. But he is taking this into tech. Looks like the barracks is coming back to land. Oh wow, that hits that bunker. That is unfortunate. See, this bunker was like here or here, it'd be fine. But being able to get hit by the sunken, that feels bad. But he does have his backup bunker. I don't know if it'll be enough to stop a run by, but it'll certainly stop this base from coming up. It'll require more sunks out of Zerg. Just more time and more drones. Is it even worth repairing this? I don't know. Probably. Probably. Alright. So, I don't know what to say about this. Sunken is hitting the barracks. Looks like he made 3 more Marines, put him in a bunker. I don't know if 3 Marines in a bunker is a magical number for some reason. Doing math in my head, I think that would 2-shot a Ling. Seems good. You see turrets coming up, but it was not Spire on the 2-inch. On the layer, it was Hydra. Gonna see probably another Lurker game? Yes. So he'll need to get turrets at the contain, I suppose, if he wants to keep Zerg in there. Such a weird game. I don't know what's going on. We do see a tank coming out. I don't think it's going to get there in time to make a difference against these lurkers. We do see a turret coming up. I really hope this Sunken can hit this turret. For the Terran's sake. Dude, this is so dumb. Look at this. Like, it's really just invincible. Like, just 2 workers here keeping it up. I have no idea how much money is being spent on this. Probably a lot. Just poking away. Oh, gross that looks. eBay flying around. What is this? An academy? Like, I don't know what that's for. I guess it must be for scans in case the turret goes down. Is there saving up some money? Oh, spending on something. Oh, that's not what you want. Turrets shooting your overlords. Up. Oh, did he get dropped and I didn't notice? Wow, that's big brain play. That is big brain play. Just getting this base started, seeing out here with these lurkers. I can't believe I didn't notice that, all that in the map. Lurker's going to stay up here and defend? No, they are going to move out on the map. Are they going to get scouted by this eBay? I don't believe so. No, just barely sneaking past the eBay and tank. Wow. Calculated. And there is just nothing here. There's turrets. What? What? I don't know what that was about, but we see lurkers sneaking into the base. SCV is running away, but somebody get chewed down. Terran just gives up on their base immediately. Looks like this tank, I guess, I know it outranges lurkers, but is it enough? I don't think you can come back from this. Losing all your workers. Yeah, you have a contain up, but you're not going in there anytime soon. Wow, did that tank go down? That feels bad. Yeah, the main base from Terran is completely shut down. And I just feel like if these lurkers sit back here out of vision of this turret, then Zerg is fine. I mean, this hatchery might go down in like 2 hours, but
He's got a base going. It is scouted. But I don't think Terran's going to be able to push into the main base here. Just not enough stuff. The command center is down, so no more scans. Oh, the command center is flying away. Oh my god, that was a big hit. But no scans for the time being, so no ability for Terran to push into here past this hatchery. So Terran sees the space. It looks like they are going to pull some stuff to it. Zerg wasn't. I don't believe Zerg was fast enough getting the Lurker up. If this hatches and walks out here and morphs the Lurker, that'd be amazing. But these Marines are just here too fast. I would like to see like maybe one Lurker staying back there. Hydra is picked off before it can morph. Looks like that base is in danger. It's starting to look. I mean, I wouldn't say good for Terran, but better for Terran. They can take down this base without too much effort. And the hatchery goes down, hurting Zerg a bit, even more. Still, I have to imagine that having 10 more workers and actually having a mining base is pretty good. Looks like he does get this one landed. This Lurker comes up, just finished to bro with 5 health left. Definitely won't be jumping up anytime soon, but is able to keep this tank out of the base. And there are 2 more Lurkers here? Yes, 2 more Lurkers waiting around, a bit bruised, but possibly enough health to run past the tank, get up to this base. This is funny. This is like a staring contest over here. Oh, Terran creeping into the base here. Going very forward with this tank. Probably too forward, yeah. All these units are going to come in here, not covered by the other tank. And looks like this is Razor's chance to break out here. Get a little stuck in the choke, but all these Lurkers do get set up. First bunker goes down, Lings get in. Everything is surrounded, and this has to be the end for Terran, right? Right? Like, Terran, there's no way Terran can come back from that. Even if they are mining with 5 SCVs. Alright. There we go. Very different from the first series. I like that, I like that kind of build. It's pretty cool from Terran. But it looks like Razor, solved that puzzle and got out of it. So let's head with that. Let's head into game 2. Hopefully no muting this time. Alright. Let's see. Dang thing muted again, but I caught it. I don't know. It's not even consistent. It just does it whenever it feels like it. All right, let's get the actual thing on. There we go. All right. We're struggling, but we did it. We got the mic is on, the sound is on. We're on the right screen. All right. So in the teal Terran, we have Shroom of Doom, aka Why I'm Noob, going for a very entertaining strategy in game 1, but not quite getting it pulled off. Game 2, in the bottom left, we have Razorsuke, aka Razorsuke, aka Novita, fighting for Samyang Fire in the Magenta Zerg. So, Clayfield's last series, we saw 3 Hatch Lurker. I don't think that's really an every game kind of strategy, but who knows? After the first game of this series, I have no idea what anyone's going to do. So Lord is going in the right direction. This can be a depot? Yeah. A little confusion on the part of the SCV, but the depot does get started. Looking normal so far out of Zerg. Here we go, they're going to cast for me. I was relieved. That is brutal. That is some good trash talk. That's like subtle trash talk because, it seems happy, but it's actually like, oh, I was relieved that you did that because it's bad. Look at this. Why haven't you hasn't said anything, right? It's just going off. But look at much more normal from Terran this time. Looks like that's probably to check for the Overlord. I like that kind of trick. You memorize some kind of time, send your worker out. If the Overlord's not there, then you know that Zerg probably isn't in this spawn in the top right. But his SCV also got there exactly at the same time, so I don't know much at the bottom. We do see a gas coming out from Terran. Most likely some kind of mech build. Probably Goliath build because that's so popular right now.
It could be some like fantasy build stuff or 1-1-1 or something, but that's not nearly as in right now. Yeah, looks like a 12 patch from Razor. Oh, he's gonna block the ramp. Block the ramp only. Ooh, what's going on here? Is he getting 3 hatch before pool? Very interesting. I don't know how this works out because I don't know anything about this matchup, but oh, getting the kill on the blocking drone and gonna get there in time to see. So a good, you know, a small victory for Terran here. We see no spawning pool. Now, what he does with that information, I can't tell you. I don't know if the correct response is to do more damage, you know, to pump out more units real fast, or to expand faster yourself. I could not tell you. I feel like, I mean, he's going to get like a vulture, I would assume. But I feel like a Sunk is going to be able to go down in time to stop that. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, he pulled guys out of gas. Looks like he'll probably just get a vulture and expand, is my guess. But it's going to feel bad, because even if you take a fast expansion, you know, for Terran out of this, it's still going to be much lower. Oh my god. Is that another drone to go down to SCVs? That's pretty savage. That Sunk is going to get up in time for this vulture. Shouldn't be able to do too much. Shouldn't be able to run by that Sunken. It's just one vulture. Command center does go down. I believe this is pretty early for any kind of factory Terran opening, but you're not going to feel too great as Terran with this expansion timing against the Zerg who went 3 hatch before pool. You are going to feel pretty good about killing 2 drones with SCVs. That always feels good, but not the best. So these vultures are just hanging out here. Yeah, Razor's seen at least one of them. He's figured out by the command center timing. He's got to get a Hydra Den. It's the safer play against mech-based builds. Not going to see any kind of starboards or anything, so no wraiths that would really require that Hydra Den, but it's the safer play. Looks like after the expansion, he's going to go to more factories. I would guess it's going to be the Goliath build. Yeah, we got Armory coming up. I can only imagine that's what we're going to see here. Very popular right now. Sort of timing push kind of build. Just get like, I think it's like 12 Goliaths push out with the armor attack. See what you can get done with that. And then come back later with more Goliaths and a couple tanks. Let's see what goes on, but you know, I don't see this 3 hatch before pool too often, so I have no idea how all the timings work out there. Feels like Razor has everything figured out pretty well. Oh, we see a tank. Usually you don't see the first tank for a while. He's probably seen this Hydra Den. Maybe he's worried about being busted. Maybe he just wants to skip the whole Mass Goliath phase and just get into those powerful tanks. I don't know, but that kind of mech is not quite as strong against Zerg, just because even if that unit comp is so powerful, it takes a long time to get up. You kind of cede map control to Zerg for a long time. So we see a tank, a Goliath. Nothing out of this factory yet. We've seen eBay, probably worried about mutas, but that's absolutely not a concern. You know, layer not even started yet for the Zerg. We just see a decent amount of Hydras here. Do we see Siege Tank yet? Yeah, or Siege Mode. Siege Mode is almost done. One tank gonna do pretty good. Probably enough with the bunker. Oh, the bunker's empty. One tank with some SCVs ready to repair, one Marine in the bunker, and a Goliath here. I feel like that's enough against these Hydras, but they could run up and snipe the tank, and there would be just no damage left. A little bit of suicidal tendencies on these Hydras. I always hate that with my units. You know, just 2 of them run in and die. The 2 of them run and die. But here we go. He's pulled the trigger, coming in with these Hydras. Is he able to fit in here and snipe these tanks? The second tank here now. Be that much more powerful. Looks like he is dreaming off losing a few Hydras for basically nothing. Not a huge loss, especially given his quick hatcheries. Tank engine up, gonna save his barracks. Looks like a PvT right now. These are goons. See a drone here, get ready to take a third in the bottom right. He knows the Terran isn't going to be doing much for a while. Oh, this CP is super stuck. Oh no, don't come out here, you're going to be... oh, okay, there's a gap here, he can get out, he's good. I've definitely trapped probe like that before. Not what I need to stack. Queen's Nest coming out, going to be a fast hive. I don't think we've even seen a lurker yet, which, you know, yeah, I said it out loud, of course. Lurker's not super great against this kind of play from Terran. You get outranged by everything. There's a potential for ambushing them before they have much detection, but we do see that Academy somewhere going up. And we saw an eBay already, so Terran not going to be too lost in that department. Now, what Hive Tech is he going to get? I'd have to guess Defilers. Defiler is pretty good against everything that Terran makes. We don't see any investment in Lings or Evo Chambers that make me think it's Cracklings or Ultras. Certainly no Spire for Guardians. Guardians not very good against Goliaths anyway, so I can only assume it's for Defilers. Support these Hydras. It's like Terran is unsieging. Maybe they feel like they're ready to push out. I have no idea how these kind of armies match up. If the tanks are siege when they fight, I'm sure these Hydras get melted. But if they get caught out in the front like this, nice little flank here from Razor. Oh, picking off 2 tanks. 3 tanks, I think. There's 1 tank left. These Goliaths just running out here to their deaths. Nothing in the bunker. Wow, yep. Absolutely pouncing on Terran for trying to move out there. And I just don't think there's going to be much left. Well, okay, so we have a siege tank on a cliff. That's always, you know, don't leave the game if you have a tank on a cliff. There's always a chance. Well, looks like that tank on a cliff is actually enough for now. Doesn't want to risk losing all these Hydras. The SCVs are back to mining, but mech armies take so long to replace. In the meantime, Zerg is, they got, 5 hatcheries. Hive Tech coming. Razor definitely feels really good about this position in this game. One more Hydras coming out. Ready to pounce on Terran again if they move out. Oh man, and the attack upgrade first. Now I believe the armor upgrade is standard for this kind of build, but again, that's against mutas, not against these this Hydra Bus kind of thing. So who knows? We do see the attack upgrade finished. Going to make those tanks that much more powerful. But I don't really think Terran has much of a chance for a push anytime soon, having lost that whole army like that. It kind of sucks you have to leave the Zerg mining all this much, but I think if you move out again, you're just going to get eaten up. See more and more Hydras. Now, I swear he was starting a hive at some point, right? Did I just imagine that? You cancel it so we can get, is this speed or drops? Well, speed's done, so that must be drops. Definitely not the site upgrade. Getting ready to drop the Terran base, you know, take away that cliff advantage, but I think the Terran might just kind of walk out and give that up anyway. It's funny. I never thought about canceling hive to get faster drop. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm blind. I didn't see this. Well, that's a lot of queens getting ready. I believe there's more queens than there are tanks right now. Looks like they've been there long enough to get the energy, which shows you how much attention, or, you know, shows you how much, yeah, fuck it. How much attention I have as an observer. We see this queen's getting ready. This time the Terran is being very careful with his push, or just, you know, trying to leave his base. Trying to claim this high ground, but, ooh, rudely. Nice. Queens are getting value immediately, picking off these tanks. Hydra's coming in both directions. I think he really that tank that had like 10 health left. But there's way too much here from Zerg. 2 Goliaths not going to cut it. And this should be a solid 2-0 for Razor. But I had to give it to YM Noob for that first game. I love that a Goofy can contain your enemy in their base with a Debo strategy. Oh my god, he infested the command center. There we go, boys. Now I've seen it all. Alright, and that is game 2 of 2 of that series. And that's going to be both games for Samyang Fire. I don't know. It's the first one I've ever seen, but I'm glad. It's too bad we didn't see any infested Terrans out of it, but it's cool. It's cool that we saw that. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for bearing with me when I muted my mic several times somehow. Thankfully, we didn't miss anything too major with that. I'm gonna try to cast more and more stuff. I do my own ladder streams if you want to see me get wrecked as Protoss. It's gonna be one tomorrow. Either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting CPL, and I will see you guys later.